Hello, welcome to the channel QPK News. Please subscribe to the channel to follow the latest news of the day. On 3 separate occasions, rival actors have taken advantage of Yang Zi and his position in the industry. Now, acting does not only rely on the team, but it also continually evaluates the partner in a number of different ways. With her performances in Dear Beloved and Sweet Honey as Frost, after the decade of the 1990s, Yang Zi established herself as a prominent performer in the entertainment industry. There are a lot of different film and television resources that can be delivered right to your doorstep, and the quality of these resources can vary quite a bit from one another. In order to compete, it is indisputable that Yang Zi is required to track down resources of a particularly high standard. On the other hand, as more time has passed, Yang Zi's vision no longer takes into consideration the team, but rather takes into consideration the male protagonist of the partner instead. When Yang Zi was asked about the possibility of the video being broadcast, he responded during an interview by saying, "It depends on the opponent's actors. It is very realistic that it will not be broadcast. Under normal circumstances, the writers of the drama get to decide who will play the male lead role in the story. This gives them a lot of creative freedom." On the other hand, Yang Zi will also take part in the proceedings of this stage, and he will have certain rights regarding his ability to speak. Once Yang Zi, the male protagonist of the story, realizes that there is a possibility or risk that the house will collapse, he will not choose to cooperate under any circumstances. This is something that is very easy to understand. The rationale behind this is very simple to comprehend. During the course of the interview, Yang Zi was seen walking through the room at one point, which also occurred at some point. She mentioned that when she was acting in the past, she would pay attention to the team, the director, and the script. However, she acknowledged that at this stage, it is dependent on the opponent's actors. She said that when she was acting in the past, she would pay attention to the team, the director, and the script. A significant roadblock is represented by the inability to broadcast, which exists. This is what Yang Zi had in his heart and what he was able to articulate from the core of his being. At this point in time, the entertainment industry is home to a wide variety of artists hailing from a variety of different places and cultures. There is a chance that one of the actors has broken the rules in some way and will be expelled from the circle as a consequence of their transgression. In addition to that, it is challenging to anticipate. The screen image is typically upbeat and optimistic, just like Li Yifeng's, but I didn't anticipate having multiple PCs in my room at the same time. I was surprised by this development. As a consequence of this, it is of the utmost importance to conduct a comprehensive background check in order to reduce the likelihood of something like this occurring. Be sure to give the male actor more than one evaluation, and take into account everything that possibly could be taken into consideration. The actual repercussion of this is that once something unfavorable takes place to the antagonistic actor, the entire drama will be put on hold until it can be resolved. The motion picture and television works that have been filmed for a number of months are not able to be broadcast normally, and they are not even given the opportunity to broadcast. This is because of the current government shutdown. It is possible to say that a fish is responsible for stirring up a pot full of fishy fish because this fish caused the pot to become stirred up. In what specific ways does Yang Zi act as a heroine in the story? It was a fairly hopeless situation before the co-actor tricked Yang Zi 3 times. Yang Zi was completely helpless. Yang Zi was taken advantage of 3 times by co-actors. Several film and television dramas he was slated to star in were scrapped, and several of his performances were deemed to be bad works. Even though Yang Zi's films and shows for television are notoriously difficult to keep a secret, Naihe's partner actor is not someone you can count on. At this very moment, Yang Zi is laboring over not just 1 but 2 outstanding bad works. One of them is referred to as a fragrant honey as ashes as frost, and it was co-written by Dang Luan and himself. Label. The work that is presented here is the most significant contribution that Yang Zi has made to the field of historical garb. In addition, Yang Zi avoided discussing this drama as much as possible, which caused him to miss out on the opportunity to be blessed with a masterpiece. It is possible to say the same thing about the collaboration between Qin Yunji and Li Yifeng. At this very moment, the signing ceremony for the Huanrui Century to be completed by Yang Zichu is taking place in a meeting. The broadcast effect is also effective, and at this point, it has developed into a bad work, which is a term that refers to a film or television drama that the general public views with disdain. Because of the actor with whom her partner collaborated, Yang Zi was responsible for the simultaneous loss of not just one but two works of art, which has a direct connection to Q. The song, The Journey of the Green Hairpin, which was written in conjunction with Wu Mofan, is indicative of the deepest sense of bereavement. Following the events that transpired, this drama was adversely affected in a direct manner, and there is no possibility that it will resume its regular broadcast. Despite the fact that Yang Zi had initially placed a significant amount of importance on this drama, she was completely unaware that it would end in such a manner. I am not at all reconciled, and it saddens me to think that Yang Zi will not have a joyful life in the years to come. This is the most important thing to keep in mind, but it is also the reason why the drama that I have worked so hard to film will never be shown to the general public. It has been reported that the film, The Green Hairpin, will be remade, and that different actors will be cast in the roles that Wu Mofan formerly played in the film. The production of the drama, which was originally scheduled to begin in 2020, has been pushed back by more than 2 years. It will be necessary to reshoot the scene involving the male protagonist, which will take a considerable amount of time, and the conflict will drag on for a good deal of the movie. In addition, the longer you dither over this, the more antiquated the Taoism will become, and there will be no texture whatsoever. Yang Zi, on the other hand, possessed no power whatsoever and was unable to take any action.